Hi, kindergarten friends. Last week I read the book Martha Speaks by Susan Medoc. And one thing that good readers can do is they can think about how characters change during the story. So they can think of how do characters grow or how do they change during the book. That makes you a strong reader. So in this book, Martha changed. At the beginning, she was a dog that was just a normal dog. Then in the middle, she was a dog that could talk, speak a lot. And she drove everyone nuts. By the end, she learned when it was a good time to talk and when it was a good time to not talk so much. So that's how she changed in that story. In this story, same author, same main character. Let's see if Martha changes in this story or if something different happens. Let's find out. This story is called Martha Blah Blah by Susan Medoc. It's fiction. Martha was always a great communicator. That means she could tell people how she felt. Sad, happy, mad. But when she ate alphabet soup, the letters went up to her brain instead of down to her stomach. And Martha spoke words. Isn't it time for my dinner? Martha loved letters. So Martha's family gave her a bowl of alphabet soup every day. Martha never missed a meal. At last, now I can say I'm hungry. Let's eat. Make mine a steak and let me out, let me in, let me out, let me in. Having words opened up a world of possibilities for Martha. All the employees at the local Burger Boy knew her well. Welcome to Burger Boy. May I take your order? 10 plain burgers, no sauce, no buns. And the neighborhood dogs depended on her. Gus says he's sorry about the steak, but you know dogs will be dogs. Of course, Martha couldn't help but notice how much her family enjoyed having a talking dog. How special they thought she was. What an amazing dog. Look at the talking dog. Yeah, right. Wow, great dog. That's my dog. Yes, she is. What breed is she? Wow. They thought she was pretty special. There was someone else who loved letters as much as Martha. Alf Abbott was the A-man Alf Abbott was the A-man at Granny's Soup Company. He made all the A's that went into alphabet soup. Alf loved his job and he was good at it. He assumed he would always have it. A-OK. He made the A's in the alphabet soup. Cool. Unfortunately, the new owner of Granny's Soup Company, Granny Flo, had other ideas. Granny Flo was looking at a portrait of the founder, Granny Elsie, when she made an important business decision. Why do we need all those letters? This is soup, not school. But she was really thinking fewer letters make more money. So Granny Flo summoned her 26 alphabeticians and began to draw letters from a hat. 13 alphabeticians were suddenly out of work. One of them was Alf. Within a week, cartons of the new soup went to the local supermarkets. No one will ever notice the difference, thought Granny Flo. Goodbye, B. Sayonara, S. Toot-toot-toot-toot, adios, A. She took out a bunch of letters out of alphabet soup. What do you think is going to happen? Especially to a dog like Martha. Let's find out. But several days later, after finishing her daily bowl of alphabet soup, Martha said, "Goo-oop." "What'd you say?" asked Helen. "I said goo-oop." Helen giggled. How embarrassing, thought Martha. Must be a touch of laryngitis. But it wasn't laryngitis. Strange sounds continued to come from Martha's mouth all day. Oh-gug, woo-goo, wo-go, wo-go, wo-go. She's missing some alphabet letters, isn't she? The next day wasn't any better. Ho-go-go. What did you call me? Oh-go-gug. Excuse me? Martha ate bowl after bowl of alphabet soup, but it was no use. Nothing she said made any sense at all. I'm afraid Martha is losing her ability to speak, said Helen's mother. Oh, goo. It's because they're missing letters from the soup. Oh no, thought Martha. She couldn't imagine not being able to talk. No more Burger Boy, no more telephone calls, just another dog stretching at the door to go out. Somebody let the dog out. And what would her family think if Martha lost her letters? It's your turn to walk the dog. What dog? Not me, I did it last week. She's worried that they won't love her anymore. I couldn't stand that, thought Martha, and she went outside. She walked down the street and away from home, mumbling to herself, wooga, 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 wooga. Martha had wandered for several hours when a familiar aroma reminded her she'd missed something important. Oop! She followed her nose. Oop! I think she's trying to say soup. And her nose led her directly to Alf Abbott's kitchen, where Alf was heating a can of soup. Come in, said Alf, who missed his friends from the soup company. He poured Martha a big bowl of alphabet soup. Martha ate her soup happily, but without expectations, while Alf just gazed at the bowl in his lap. There it is, he said, a perfect A. And look at that I. Boy, Lou sure had a way with pasta. Alf continued to admire each letter of his soup until Martha was asleep, lulled by the sound of the vowels and consonants. Then Alf said in his saddest voice, my last can of real alphabet soup. It's just not the same since Granny left out half the letters. What did you say? Martha didn't know whether to laugh or growl. To Alf's absolute astonishment, she started to sing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I have all 26. There are soup cans to be fixed. Then she said, where's Granny? Martha found Granny Flo in her office. She got right to the point. You broke your promise. Grandma Flo turned angrily in her chair, but all she could see was Granny Elsie looking right at her. Granny Flo was terrified. Did you speak? She asked the portrait in a startled voice. Every letter in every can, said Martha from behind the desk. You promised. But it was good for business, Granny Flo said to the picture on the wall. Good soup is your business, said Martha. Put all the letters back in the soup. Granny Flo made the first of 13 calls from beneath her desk. She began with A, of course. Hello, Alf? What would people do without dogs, Martha says. Martha was feeling better in every way when suddenly she heard familiar voices calling her name. Then her whole family was hugging her and talking at the same time. They were saying wonderful things, and all before Martha could even say a word. The end. So this story wasn't about Martha changing. In this story, Martha changed, right? In this story, there was a problem. And the problem was Granny changed the formula for the soup. She took out a lot of the letters. And then what happened to Martha? She couldn't speak. She lost the ability to speak. And then she was like, woo, woo, woo. She just couldn't talk, right? So to solve the problem, Martha went to Granny and talked to her. And Granny thought it was her grandmother talking to her. Granny thought maybe it was a ghost. But it was actually Martha behind the desk saying, you got to put the alphabet back in the soup. Get all the letters back. So Granny put all the letters back in. And then the problem was solved, right? So good readers look for changes in characters, or they look for what kind of a problem there is and how the problem's solved. So when you read a book or your mom or dad reads a book to you, try to think, is there a problem in this story? And how is the problem solved? And that'll make you a super strong reader. I hope you guys have a great day.